Hello, my dear students. In this lecture, we will discuss literary terms pertaining to fiction. First of all, we will discuss what is fiction. The word fiction has been derived from Latin word fictus, which means to form, to create. Fiction is a term used to denote stories or accounts which are based on imagination. Uh, First of all, we will discuss the term called allegory. Allegory is a literary style whereby the writer manipulates characters, actions, and setting to convey a double meaning. The double meaning shows that the thing used conveys its literal meaning as well as underlying or deeper meaning. It is the writer's use of language that could enable him/her to use animals as characters and make them speak and act as humans. The writer is able to discuss one subject under the guise of another. It is used mostly in satires, as in George Orwell's Animal Farm, which is an attack on the Russian communist system. In this novel, Orwell uses animals to portray the injustice and double standard which reflect the insincerity of the system of government. There are two types of allegory: historical and political allegory. Historical and political allegory. In it, the characters and the action represent historical persons, events. For example, Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel represents a political crisis in England. But in the allegory of ideas, the characters represent abstract concepts and the plot serves to communicate a doctrine or thesis. Next term is the novel. The Oxford 20th Century Dictionary defines a novel as a fictional prose narrative or tale presenting the picture of real life. In Dictionary of Literary Terms, the novel is defined as a fictitious prose narrative of considerable length, portraying characters, actions, or scenes representative of real life in a plot of more or less intricacy. The term novel is coined from the Italian word novella, which means a prose tale of somewhat longer length than the short story. There are many types of novels, such as the picaresque novel, gothic novel, epistolary novel, historical novel, social novel, etc. The picaresque novel. The word picaresque is derived from the Spanish word picaresca from picaro, which means rug. This type of novel originated in Spain, where it was possibly influenced by Arabic literature, which also featured the episodic exploits of a rug character. In England, Daniel Defoe's Moll Flanders is considered picaresque novel. It is a popular subgenre of prose fiction which depicts realistic and often humorous details of the adventures of a roguish hero of low social class who lives by his wits in a corrupt society. The hero is often a rascal but charming. Henry Fielding proved his mastery of the form in Joseph Andrews. Charles Dickens, also, who was influenced by Fielding, wrote his first 6 novels in the picaresque form. Next term is the Gothic novel. The term Gothic originally referred to a prominent Germanic or Teutonic tribe in medieval Europe called Goths. The Gothic novel is believed to have been invented by the English author Horace Walpole with his novel The Castle of Otranto. This novel is linked to the ruins of Gothic buildings, which are believed to be a representation of the collapse of human creations. The Gothic novel is a genre of literature that combines elements of horror and romance. The basic plot of the Gothic novel presents threatening mystery and countless trappings. Other features of the plot include the presence of ghosts, mysterious happenings, and disappearances. The actions are manipulated to evoke terror and horror in the reader. Next term is epistolary novel. It is a novel written as a series of documents. The usual form is letters, although diary entries, newspaper clippings, and other documents are sometimes used. The word epistole came from the Latin word epistola, meaning a letter. The epistolary form can add greater realism to a story because it mimics the workings of real life. The epistolary novel as a genre became popular in the 18th century in the works of such authors as Samuel Richardson with his immensely successful novels Pamela and Clarissa. Next type of novel is historical novel. Historical novel is based on some historical incidents. In this type of novel, the characters and events are taken from history. In this type of novel, the author uses real events but adds some fictional elements to the story. The historical novel was popularized in the 19th century by artists classified as romantics. Many regard Sir Walter Scott as the first novelist to have used this technique in his novels of Scottish history, such as Waverley and Rob Rob. Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities is another example of historical novel which is based on the French Revolution. Social or sociological novel. These are also known as social problem novels. These novels originated in the 18th century England but gained popularity in the 19th century with the rise of the Victorian era. It was also seen in many ways as a reaction to industrialization, social, political, and economic issues and movements. These novels were not confined to England but were written throughout Europe. Some of the social novel writers and their works are Oliver Twist and Hard Times by Charles Dickens, Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy, War and Peace and Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Our next literary term is the novella. Novella is a term used for a short novel. It shares all the characteristics of the novel and can fall into any of the categories of the novel. The novella is regarded as one of the richest and most rewarding of literary forms because it allows for more extended development of theme and character than does the short story. Novellas are often intended to be read at a single sitting, just like the short story, since they maintain a single effect. The word novella is derived in English from the Italian word novella, which means new. English language novellas include George Orwell's Animal Farm, Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, etc. Next term is the short story. The short story is written in prose, often in narrative format. A classic definition of a short story is that one should be able to read it in one sitting. Short stories have their roots in oral storytelling traditions. Short stories tend to be less complex than novels. Usually, a short story focuses on one incident, has a single plot, a single setting, a small number of characters, and covers a short period of time. Next term is parable. A parable is a short story that teaches a moral or principle. Parables use human characters in believable situations so that the reader or listener feels able to relate. The word comes from the Greek word parabol, which means a comparison. There are many examples of parables in religious texts, such as the Quran, the Bible. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol can also be taken as an example of a parable which teaches the reader how to behave properly in life. Next term is fable. A fable is a short fictional story that has a moral or teaches a lesson. A fable is described through plants, animals, forces of nature, and inanimate objects by giving them human qualities. The purpose of writing fables is to convey a moral lesson and message. These also give readers a chance to laugh at the follies of human beings, and they can be employed for the objective of satire and criticism. They are very they are very helpful in teaching children good lessons based on examples. An example of fable is Animal Farm by George Orwell. Next literary term is dystopia. It is a modern term invented as opposite of utopia. It is applied to any unpleasant imaginary world, usually of the projected future. The fictional works depicting such world are called dystopic novels. It is a significant form of modern fiction and of modern satire. George Orwell's 1984, H.G. Wells' The Time Machine are the examples of dystopic novels. Next literary term is utopia. The literary term utopia denotes an illusionary place that projects the notion of a perfect society. The perfect society refers to ideal conditions achieved within the material world. Utopia is a tool for exposing the flaws prevalent within an existing structure. Utopian stories are written to explore ideas about how society should or could be. For example, Plato describes his perfect society in the Republic. Thanks for watching.